Hey y'all, and welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to talk about a topic that I think should be discussed, and so let's get into it. Alrighty guys, today's topic is 5 reasons why you shouldn't have a farmstead or a farm or a homestead. Alright guys, Mr. Coas decided he wants to be right in front of the camera here, so we're just going to pat on him and love on him. My first reason as to why you shouldn't have a homestead is if you don't have a lot of time. What I mean by if you don't have a lot of time is if you are a busy person and your schedule is already full, you will not have time to put the time and effort in that it takes to run a farm, a homestead, and a farmstead. Homesteading and farmsteading takes a lot of time. It takes most of our days, most of an entire day, hours out of a day, and every day of the week. This is a 24-hour, 360 lifestyle. So if you don't have a lifestyle that gives you extra free time or extra room in your day or your time, homesteading is not something that I would recommend. Alright guys, my second reason that having a homestead or why not to homestead is if you like vacations. That goes right along with the last one, which is time. Like I said, having a farm, having a homestead, having a farmstead is a 24/7, 365, every day of the week, every day of the year job. Whether it's winter, summer, spring, fall, it's all the seasons at all times. Now, you go through busier seasons at different times of year, but it's every day is the strong motto of the farm life. If you're a family that takes a vacation a couple times a year or even every year, I don't know many farmers that everybody in the family can leave and take a vacation for even a week or anything like that. So if you're a family that likes to take vacations or likes to just take off anytime and go do this or go do that, farming and homesteading is probably something I wouldn't recommend. My third reason, and while we're talking about 365 every day of the week lifestyle, let's talk about the third reason as to why you shouldn't want a farm or a homestead, and that is if you're lazy. Now, that might tear a few people up right there, but it's just the truth. If you're lazy, if you don't like to put a lot of effort into something, if you don't like to put a lot of work into something, if you don't like when things pop up and get broke or tore up, or going out in a snowstorm because a fence is down, or standing out in the rain to work on a piece of equipment like a tractor or a four-wheeler or something that you need every single day, if you're lazy, homesteading is not something that I would recommend. Farming is a lot of work, takes a lot of effort, and you got to be willing to every day, whether you want to or not, to put in 100% effort into all things, because I can guarantee the one time that you don't put that 100% in, something will go wrong. The number 4 reason is to why you wouldn't want a homestead. And that reason is, and it goes right along with being lazy, if you're a quitter. You don't want to start a farm or a homestead if you're a quitter. Now, honey, I'll tell you, there's times, surely. There'll come times, and there has been times here on this farm, where my sweet loving husband had to say, you're just going to have to push through. You're just going to have to go on. Don't be a quitter. We've had to motivate each other to do things we didn't want to do. But starting a farm, starting a homestead, starting a farmstead, there's going to be times where you want to quit. But if you're not a quitter, you'll persevere and push on. So you definitely don't want to start a homestead if you're a quitter. There's going to be times where you're going to want to, surely. I know there will be. But if you can't motivate yourself or don't have a partner to motivate you to not be a quitter, this probably isn't the path you would want to take or the lifestyle you would want to take, because there's times, y'all. So, number 4, don't become a homesteader, a farmer, or start a farm or a homestead if you're a quitter. Alright guys, my number 5 reason, my 5th reason, and arguably maybe the most important of them all, is you don't want to become a farmer, a homesteader, have a farm, or a homestead if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to research, if you're a know-it-all. You don't want to become a farmer or a homesteader, because the farm, the homestead, the animals, the crops will teach you really fast what you don't know and what you thought you knew and what you do know. They'll show you really quick. And so if you're not willing to do research and put in the effort and have an open mind to learn, you're probably not going to want to become a homesteader or a farmer, because like I said, you'll figure out real quick what you know and what you don't know. Alright guys, we went through the 5 reasons why I think, these are my 5 reasons, my 5 opinions about why I think you shouldn't have a homestead. And let's recap them real fast. So number 1, you shouldn't want or have a homestead if you do not have a lot of time. If you can't put time and effort into the farm, the homestead, the farmstead, the animals on the farm, the crops on the farm, the time to go find and forage for your own food or hunt your own food, if you don't have the time to do that, you don't want a homestead. You don't want a farm. My second reason is, if you like vacations, if you like that time off, if you like spending them 3-day weekends when the holiday weekends come up on your work on your work week, if you like spending those days in leisure, farm life is not for you. The third one is, if you're lazy, you don't want to have a farm or a homestead or a farmstead if you're not willing to work and put effort into growing your farm, into the time it takes to keep everybody alive, the time it takes to keep the plants alive, the time it takes to plant the plants, the time it takes to build the infrastructure for the farm or the homestead. This is not the lifestyle for you. Alrighty guys, we got interrupted there for a minute. We got a dog barking in the background. The last 2 was, if you are a quitter. If you, like I said, don't have the get up and go to motivate yourself every single day to do this job, or to have a partner who will push you forward to get the job done and to have them out there working with you, if you don't have that type of motivation or able to motivate yourself, you don't want this lifestyle. This is a 360, every single day, every single week job here. And so you've got to be willing to persevere and to push forward. And our number 5 reason, or our number 5 reason, am I saying that right? Our 5th reason is to why and my most important reason, in my opinion, you've got to be willing to learn. You've got to be willing to do your research. You've got to be willing to grow with the farm and with the homestead, because there's going to be things that come up that you're not going to know, that you're not going to know how to solve. And you can't be a know-it-all. You can't say, well, you know, this is how you're going to do it, because sometimes your way is not the only way. Sometimes your way is not the right way. And so you've got to be willing to learn and to do your research. I hope that this video was helpful in some way. I hope that it encouraged you and not discouraged you, but I hope that it got some of you thinking about maybe some of the important things that maybe you need to decide with yourself when it comes to having a homestead or a farm or a farmstead, what's important to you, the things that are important in your life. That way you can mesh into this lifestyle well. Sometimes it's a big shock for people, and they do it for a few years and then they get burnt out because they didn't really know what all it entailed. And so I'm here to help. I'm here to help and hopefully encourage you. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and if you like this video, please like it. I don't, like I said, I don't want to discourage anybody. I want to try to help and encourage you. And so I hope you all like the video, and I hope that you all come back for the next one, and we will see you hopefully on the next one. We'll see you later.